Hello, everyone. It's Shiloh Sophia, and I am here to invite you to my newest course called Temple. Temple is inspired by the idea that we have a whole lot more than five senses to work with. What if we have 13? What if we've been relating to ourselves in a way based on the five senses that isn't even true? I mean, what qualifies something to be a sense? What becomes possible if we can awaken ourselves to a new level of aliveness? Temple is a painting course through the work of intentional creativity designed for women that is both ritualistic and expressive and also available to all levels. So if you are interested in a guided journey through creativity, I encourage you to join us. If you don't know me, I'm Shiloh Sophia, and this course will be guided by me and your muse because your own creative self-expression is what's really going to lead you through. But don't worry, I'll be right there beside you to offer 13 steps that are connected with the 13 senses for evolving your relationship with how you relate to your body, but also your energy and your mind. That's a shadow of mine right there that is taken in the Santa Maria novella in Florence, Italy. And there's a little something of the shadow whenever we're dealing with the body. So I just want to give you, it's not like a warning, like, whoa, warning, but just to say that when we start to address these other parts of our body, mind, spirit, things can come up that can be a little bit challenging to navigate. So that's why we have an incredible support team, and most of all, your muse. We're going to be asking questions like, what is it that seeks to be expressed within you? Has a part of you gone to sleep or gone dormant or even been intentionally silenced? What seeks to be expressed? What message will your sacred temple reveal? The body will speak to us given an opportunity. And so we're going to give an opportunity for the entire body to speak to us. What would the vulva say? What would your breast say? What would your eyes say? What do the tips of your fingers want to reveal to you? And will you listen? And what will it change in your life to bring a level of honor and aliveness to your entire beautiful working system? Let's wake up together. What longs to be released? There's something so incredible about painting as a tool for release because it is somatic. And so as you paint, your body is able to express trapped energy and patterns. And the painting is able to hold the energy as it's being discharged out through your hand and your brush. And if you haven't tried painting this way, we like to say around here, it's about as psychedelic as you can get without taking psychedelics, and there's no hangover because we really do journey far. And it is a ritual because that releasing needs a sacred container, and we're going to build the whole thing as a sacred container together, and you're a part of that. I wonder for you what colors remain hidden. It's an interesting thing when we think about color. Color really expresses a lot in our lives. Like you may have a favorite color. Maybe your favorite color is cobalt or hot pink or purple rain, purple. But maybe your closet is filled with mostly beige and black. Or maybe when you create or paint or decorate, you don't get the thing you want. You get the beige or the normal thing or the thing which matches everything else. It's interesting how this sort of hidden aspect of ourselves in connection with our body is expressed through color. So you'll have a chance to create a custom palette that really matches your sensuality and brings forward pleasure, because when you start to work with color, there's a feeling of deliciousness. I wonder what part of you is ready to awaken. And by part of you, I mean we're composed of all these parts, yet Each part longs for an awakening. You may be very adept at speaking or seeing, but there are other parts of your sensory awareness, like touch, or perhaps your belly button, or the follicles of your hair, that have things to tell you that you maybe haven't been listening to. And so we engage at a level of imagination to give voice to the different parts of us as we allow each part of us to become an integrated part of a whole person. This is also really important when we're talking about the palate. Think about how you use the word palate and how you think about your palate, usually in taste, but actually every one of our senses has a palate. We're also not, quote, stuck with the palate we were born with. You can develop a sense of smell or a sense of taste or a sense of listening. It's one of the human, delicious parts of being human that we can actually develop our sensuality, that our palate is not limited to what we came in with or what we have now. So together over our experience, we'll be working to expand our palate. So this is going to include eating, sleeping, smelling, walking, napping, our relationship with water when we bathe. We're going to include a lot of experiences for you to practice the development of your palate so that you can strengthen your relationship with your palate, understand that you can be collaborative, and honestly receive more pleasure. There's a lot of pain in the world and in our lives, especially over this last cycle of time for many of us. But bringing pleasure is a part of healing, and pleasure is much more than what we've been imagining it to be. Pleasure is directly created in connection with sensation and with our palate. I wonder, what are we not seeing as a community, as a species, as a world? What are we not paying attention to that wants to show it to itself at this time? Because you'll be working directly with seeing. You will be making a painting and being metacognitive about the painting as it gets revealed. So exciting. I want to share with you a little bit about the process that we're working with. This is an image that represents the way that intentional creativity works, and the whole class will be based in intentional creativity. So in the mind of the human, if you start in the left-hand corner, there is intention. And that intention begins to move into action. And that action in this case is expressed literally through creativity. Energy begins to move. And then our body begins to experience the influence of the movement of that energy. And our body begins to change and respond to the impacts that creativity has. It's so phenomenal. I mean, I can't wait for you to try it with me because we really have a lot of influence over somatic change. We will be working with 3 specific areas in our philosophy. Alchemical expressionism, and this is where we actually change something directly on the painting from what it is into something else. We'll work with being causative, with intentional creativity, and that's where we make things happen through our actions and our intentions and observe the impact. And then sensual, with medicine painting, which is painting with an intent to heal. All of this is an invitation from our global community, the Center for Intentional Creativity, our museum and school. But there's other exciting news that I have to share with you, because this will be our first event at our newest location, downtown at the Sonoma Plaza. Our downtown location is called Museet Atelier, which means it's the Muses Workshop. We will be broadcasting right from Museet. We will have an in-person group of less than 10 women And then we'll likely have over 100 women around the world joining us live for this experience. But it's our first broadcast in the space. I hope you'll join us.